Okay guys, without a shadow of a doubt, this is one of the best fragrances that you can own for the summertime 2023. Whenever I think of the summertime, I think of freshness, I think of aquatic fragrances, I think of citrus, ambergris, oceanic notes, ozonic notes, tons and tons of citrus as I mentioned. This fragrance has everything you could possibly ask for. I'm so excited to give you my thoughts on Overdose by Oman Luxury, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I tell you about this amazing fragrance for the summertime, everything you could possibly ask for, you need to try this for yourself. Please sample it if you can. I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell icon and give this video a thumbs up by the end of the video if you took something of value from today's episode. It would really mean a lot to me. Now, the good thing is if you want to sample this fragrance, if you don't want to commit to the purchase of a full-size bottle, I completely understand that. Niche fragrances especially can be quite pricey sometimes. You may check this one out at maxaroma.com. I'm going to leave all of the information down below. Please check this one out. Max Aroma is amazing. They give really good prices on some hard to find designer and niche fragrances, really fast shipping, great customer service, and the people who work there are quite amazing and really down to earth. Here we have a fragrance that was composed by Philippe Papareya Paris. This fragrance has so much citrus in it. It's a spicy citrus fragrance in the opening, some really bright and luminous floral ingredients in the heart, and then in the base you do have vetiver and ambergris and a little bit of cedarwood if I'm remembering correctly, and also a touch of plum. It's a really interesting fragrance, this plum and fig combination, but the citrus is really the name of the game here. So I'm excited to give you my thoughts on the smell. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation. Now, I was going to say that in the opening of this fragrance you get a ton of citrus, but even 20, 30, 40 minutes into the dry down you still get citrus in this fragrance. And this is the thing that I love the most about this scent, is that it has the orange, it has bergamot, it has lemon, it has grapefruit, it has neroli, it has all of these bright citrusy ingredients, and it opens up with this bouquet of citrus. This is quite amazing. It's almost like a cornucopia of every citrus fruit that you can imagine, and they're all cut in half, and the aroma is just wafting redolently into the air, and I love this fragrance so much for that reason. The grapefruit is tart, the lemon is zesty, the citrus, as far as the orange is concerned, the mandarin is quite warm, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I get more mandarin than anything else in here, right? So the orange is just so warm and zesty, but you also have that bright citric element, that tartness in the background from all of the other citrus ingredients that are in here, and this spices come through. Now there's pepper, there's saffron, there's cardamom, and the answer is yes, yes, and yes. I truly get all of them, right? I would say the saffron and the cardamom are probably a little bit stronger than the black pepper. The black pepper isn't too strong in this because I've tried fragrances like Poivre Samarkand by Hermes, and that can be very peppery. This one is not, right? Or Piper Nigrum by Lorenzo Villoresi. So, you know, that fragrance is very peppery. This one is not. So, with that being said, the saffron in here is a little leathery, and I would say that the cardamom in here is very spicy, but like in an exotic way. Not too culinary, which is good, but the citrus, wow, you gotta try this. Very bright, very citrusy. This is definitely gonna make some kind of a summer list for me in the future. There's no doubt about that. Especially when considering unique summer citrusy fragrances, this is at the top of the list. Now, in the heart, you're gonna get orange blossom, you're gonna get jasmine, you're gonna get orris root, you're gonna get a lot of bright, clean, smooth, citrusy floral ingredients that are phenomenal. I love that citrusy component that is found in here, and I can say with a great degree of certainty there is a linking, or there is a bridge from the opening to the heart on account of how citrusy those heart notes are, especially the orange blossom. In the dry down, yes, you are going to get the plum and the vetiver and the woods and a bunch of other ingredients. The ambergris is really the strongest ingredient, and I don't know if it's ambergris or ambroxan per se. I don't think there's real ambergris being used in this fragrance. I could be wrong. I know it's on the pricier side of things, so it is a possibility that there's real ambergris being used in here, but it's refreshing. It's so bright and so luminous, and this fragrance with the citrus, the ambergris, and those clean florals, especially the bergamot, is amazing. If you're looking for a fragrance for the summertime, you like a spicy citrus fragrance with some oceanic depth and a bit of warmth, you gotta try this one. Overdose by Oman Luxury, one of the best citrus fragrances that you can get your nose on and that you can own in 2023, and that's a guarantee. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, in terms of the orange and the spices and the ambergris, I haven't tried this particular combination before. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a rather unique fragrance, and I'm really enjoying this one. In terms of the longevity, 10 plus hours. Fragrances from Oman Luxury, I'm looking at a bunch of them that I own. Belfiore, Paramore, Wanderlust, they all last a very long time. That is something, longevity and having that enduring quality is a characteristic of this brand. Projection on this was wonderful for the first hour and a half of application, radiated beyond an arm's length with all of the citrus that is in here in abundance. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 6, a skin scent right around hour 10. Great performance. Versatility on this fragrance, okay, so I'm gonna say this one would work well in every season except for the winter time. Perfectly unisex, great for anybody of any age, great for casual or formal scenarios. Honestly, one of the most versatile fragrances that I own. I think the only restriction is that I probably wouldn't wear this one in the winter, just because there are other options that I would reach for in the winter time that are a little heavier. The citrus in here makes this a great contender for the hotter weather, and I mentioned summer several times throughout the course of this review. In terms of the presentation, I've mentioned my thoughts on the presentation 3 times in the past. I think it's wonderful. My final verdict on this fragrance is it is one of the most citrus heavy fragrances that I own. The spices add a really nice complement. I love the long-lasting attributes of this fragrance. The projection is enormous for an hour and a half. It's certainly unique. The quality is there, and I think it's one of the best summer fragrances that you can own in 2023. Max Aroma has it. Sample it. See if you don't disagree with me. Thank you so much for watching today's review. That was my review of Overdose by Oman Luxury. If you own or have tried this fragrance, let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I try to respond to every comment. I always love the interaction. If you enjoyed this review, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.